Today we are looking at arguably one of the greatest Marvel Legends figures ever made. So today we're taking a look at the Spider-Man Doc Ock Marvel Legends figure from the MCU. I don't know if it was still MCU, but from the Spider-Man 2 movie. And I gotta tell you, this figure is absolutely incredible. Let's take a closer look here. He's got his tentacles on there. He's got all the end pieces on the tentacles. First of all, let's take a look at this head sculpt right here. Look at the likeness. That's really great. I think it really does justice to the actor from the movie. He's got his glasses on. The glasses are fixed in place too, so they're not going to fall off like some of the complaints we've had about a couple of G.I. Joe figures that had glasses that would just fall off and you lose them and they're gone forever. Lots of great detail on the figure itself. He's got the trench coat. Underneath that, he's got like another trench coat. You can see the gold zipper here, very detailed. Under that, he's got the clamps here that hold the tentacles on. Pretty much normal Marvel Legends articulation. So I won't really get too much into that, pegless, which is great. The arms here are only single jointed. They have kind of that hinge they've used quite a bit on a lot of the Star Wars Black Series figures here. This is kind of how he comes out of the box, these two fists here, but I'll show you, he does come up with two alternate hands. I will show you when we get to the accessory portion. He's got kind of these brown shoes here. He's got the, again, pretty generous ankle swivel, ankle rocker. So you can probably get him in some really good poses. But hey, the real star of the show here are these tentacles. These are the tentacles we've been dreaming of. So unlike the previous Doc Ock, which is the comic book one, which had the fixed tentacles where you had two that kind of, shot out about a foot in each direction, and then you had two that kind of curved over and you couldn't move them. These tentacles are fully articulated. And when I say fully articulated, you can bend them anywhere in any direction. And they have kind of those little holes you can sort of see here. You can see the little holes that are in the plastic here, but you don't need to bend them on those holes. You can bend it in any part, and this is very sturdy. It feels like it's pretty solid. It's not gonna break on you. I mean, again, if it gets really cold, maybe you might want to be careful with it, but just straight out of the box, I was able to, the tentacles actually come already plugged into his back. This is how he comes out of the box. They're pretty much fixed in there. You don't have to pop them in or anything. But when they come in the box, they come like this without any of the claws on the end. So the claws are actually perfect. There's just a hole here. There's no, there's just a peg. There's no little nub on the end of the peg. So you just push them in and they stay on. You can rotate them in any direction. These two top claws here are articulated so they can pinch down, just like you saw in the movie, which looks great. Each of the individual three claws here are articulated. It's just on the central joint, not the other joint. These two are fixed in place, like these grabbers. But then what you also get is you get these other feet too. And you get these. 1, 2. You get two of these feet that are flat. They don't bend anywhere. There are no joints in them. They're pretty stiff. They're pretty solid. It's pretty solid plastic. It's not rubbery at all. It's very, I could probably snap it here, but it's not gonna, bend. Like, it's not rubbery at all, like some of the G.I. Joe guns that we've seen lately. Just take the ends off here, place that, boom. Place this one, gripper, boom, like that. And boom, stands right up. He stands right up. I mean, look at that. So, and again, you can bend these tentacles any way you want. But now he can walk on his tentacles, and he can move these around and close these up, or you can alternate and put one of these on here instead, one of the gripper ones like that. And I think I'm gonna have to try it out. I'll show you in a second. I think these can hold on to a a Marvel Legends figure. Let's see if that's possible. Yeah, so check this out. So he is able to stand on the tentacles and hold a Marvel Legends Spider-Man with that open claw grip. So that's pretty amazing. Check this out. Look at, and that's extended out pretty far too. I mean, looks like he might fall a little bit here. No, there you go. Look at, that's incredible. Yeah, these are the tentacles we've all been waiting for. Like you said, you know, you got to try it to believe it. They're firm but pliable. It's hard to describe. They're, you know, and I've had other bendable things. You know, we've all had like tails and stuff that have the little holes in them, like Nightcrawler and other figures like that. But these have the stiffness where you can actually put a figure in there and hold it up. He can hold himself, but I can position these in any position. And so you get 6 of these grippers. You get two that you know, that are can close and form the point like that. You know, where he was talking to the claw in the movie. You get 2 like that. You get 2 of the flat feet that again are very hard plastic, and then you get 2 like this, and that's the one I've got holding the Spider-Man right now. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Lots of cool stuff you can do with this figure. Okay, and now for a little comparison to the old comic Doc Ock is right here. And again, you know, these tentacles that came with him, I mean, you can bend them, but they won't stay in that shape. They're going to go back to this, you know, these 2, you know, C designs and then these 2 S designs. And I never could really figure out why these were going kind of the wrong way. I mean, maybe it's me, but no matter which holes I put these in or how I spin them around, he's always reaching behind his back. And it's really, you know, terrible to try to display this guy on a shelf next to other figures, as you can tell, especially just now when I try to pull him out of my Marvel Legends display, pretty much knocked down like 20 figures, even though I was pulled out like 10 before that. So this guy, I mean, he's cool. I like him, you know, comic book version, but hopefully they remake him with this kind of tentacle, so you can, you know, make him do all the stuff you want him to do, instead of just standing there like, rah, you know, like, hey, my tentacles are going crazy. So yeah, so that's the old Doc Ock right there. One other thing I do want to point out too is you also get these 2 open hands right here. Pretty wide grip. They're not really for holding guns, more for like kind of grabbing somebody, or even maybe grabbing one of these tentacles. It looks like it's wide enough that he could probably be grabbing or wrestling with his own tentacles, which would be a pretty good scene as well. You know, if you know, from like Spider-Man 2, where those sentient tentacles are kind of like fighting him throughout the movie. So these are pretty cool right here. Nice add-in. I always like to see extra hands in with any figure, but especially Marvel Legends. They didn't do it for a long time. Now they're starting to do it. You know, a while back they did that Shang-Chi figure where he had like 10 pairs of hands. I thought we were going to keep getting that, but we haven't. But it's nice to see at least one extra set. I also like to see extra head sculpts. We only get 1 head sculpt with this guy, but maybe in the future, especially at the price point, it is a deluxe figure. I get it. He's got the tentacles, but it's pretty pricey. However, to be honest, the fact that this figure is so good, I don't think he's going to stick around much. Again, he's not an army builder, so you only need 1 of them, which is good. But he is, you know, kind of those MCU figures that don't seem to stick around too long. So if you want this guy, I highly recommend him. I would go grab him right away. And you can check out, there's a link down below in my bio, and I'll bring that up at the end, but there's a link right to him on the Amazon website for regular retail price. Highly suggest you follow that. Okay, now for a little size comparison. Everybody likes to see how the figures stack up. Here is Marvel Legends Spidey. Here is Pizza Spidey, Pizza Spider-Man. Here is Japanese Spider-Man, Spider-Man, in case Doc Ock goes to Japan and he has to fight somebody. Those all look pretty good. Then you've got over here with the Hulk. Hulk is a pretty big boy. Fits in there pretty well. Here he is with the Kingpin. If you wanted to have him pair up and do some dirty work for the Kingpin, that's pretty cool. Here he is with Gwen Stacy. Again, you can have him pick her up and kind of throw her around or carry her around in his claws there. That works perfectly. And if you wanted to have him with some Sinister Six folks, here's Kraven. Here's a Sandman from the Wayback Machine. You can at least have the Sinister Three. So those guys look. If you wanted to have Captain America fight him, here's Cap standing up. Cap's a pretty tall guy. He's supposed to be like 6'3" or something like that. And that looks good. I like how they scale together. And what else we got here? Let's see. Here he is with, this is Marvel Select. Marvel Select Mr. Fantastic. That's pretty cool. You can see those guys going at it between the tentacles and his long arms and stuff. And then lastly, we've got, let's team him up with Dr. Doom. Good color match there. If you want to have Iron Man fly in there, fight him. Pretty good. And then last we got buddy here, Shang-Chi, who can come in with the high kick here and take him out. So yeah, fits well with all the other figures. Plays nice, plays nice. So that's it. So just to wrap things up here, this is probably one of the best Marvel Legends figures I've gotten in a very, very long time. One of my favorites. Just great sculpt, great paint, great look, great tentacles. Everything on him is just really good. Really great resemblance to the actor. And I really like it a lot. If you want one, again, I think these are going to go pretty fast. The link is below in the description. Please use my link if you can. It costs you nothing, but it does send a few cents my way that helps out with some of my channel work and some of the stuff I do on Instagram as well. If you're not following me already on Instagram, go to TheCollector77 and follow me there. I got a lot of great content. So thanks everyone for watching and take care. We'll see you soon.